How's it going, guys and gals? My name is Hodge Beckett and welcome back to a brand new video and a new game. This won't be a serious game, I don't think. Seeing as I'm only doing this video for one specific point in particular. Today is a game that I'm doing after seeing Jacksepticeye play it. And again, I wanted to sort of experience it for myself, what it was like in VR. Today I'm going to be playing Titanic VR. It's an interesting relationship I have with Titanic. Not that I've checked, I don't believe I was related to anyone on board the Titanic. I don't believe. When I was a kid, something about it caught my eye. And I don't know what. I just became obsessed with it. I became obsessed with watching like Titanic simulation videos on YouTube. I became obsessed with building in Lego. I had two models of Titanic, one large one and one small one. Something about the history of the sinking just fascinated me. Yeah, so then I was just on YouTube, saw the Jacksepticeye. I'd uploaded a video of this, and yeah, I decided, fuck it, let's give it a go. I want to give it a go. Now, there are two modes in this game. I'm going to be focusing on the experience mode for the time being, because I don't know. I want to do the experience mode first, because I think that it's the experience, or it's named something else, but it's the mode where basically you can walk around and basically experience what it would have been like to be on the Titanic as it sank, and in VR that just seems fascinating to me. I just want to know whether if I want to just see what that feels like. So I'll do the experience part first, and I think there's like another section where you can examine bits of the ship and everything else. So yeah. So without any further ado, I'm gonna get my VR set up, and we're gonna get into this thing. So I'll see you in there. This is a seated experience. Oh wait. Titanic on deck, 1:10 a.m. Okay. Titanic's hull is breached by collision with an iceberg and is rapidly taken on water. Captain Smith has ordered women and children to lifeboats. Okay. God. I'm really eager, surprisingly. I'm more eager than I thought I'd be for this. Oh, that's much better running, that is. That's so much better. A little bit more laggy, so that's fine.
Head for that ship on the horizon. Transfer your passengers and tell their captain to come at once. We require urgent.
Oh.
Surely they can see our rockets, sir.
If they can, they are not responding. As quickly as you can.
Aye, aye, sir.
I don't like you still, but it's better.
Quickly now! Women and children!
Quickly! The boats are leaving!
Daddy, where are we going?
I'm back.
Love, we're going on a little adventure. We'll be back soon.
Over here. Let's try this one.
I'm afraid it's women and children only, sir.
I nothing need
Please,
this
sir,
one.
can't you see my wife needs help with the children?
Sorry, sir. Captain's orders.
God.
What's the
That's
meaning of
just
this? Is this a drill?
Only a precaution, sir. Everyone will be back aboard in good time.
John, I can't manage without you. I need you.
We'll just have to for now.
But
Don't worry, Marie. I'll get on another boat. You go ahead with the children.
Daddy, I don't want to go without you.
John, I don't see any men boarding lifeboats.
I'm sure there's other boats further down letting men board. Right, David, help your mother and sister board.
Yes, Dad.
I'm sorry, sir. Women and children only.
For God's
He's
sake,
just a
he's just
boy.
a boy.
What age is he?
He's only 16.
He'll have to stay on board with the other men.
God's sake.
Do something, John.
Is there nothing you can do? My wife can't manage alone.
I'm afraid not, sir. Captain's orders.
Hey, the officers are letting the boys leave on the other side. You must hurry.
Thanks, friend. Marie, take the baby. Look after Emily. We'll get on another boat.
Jesus.
Emily, Daddy loves you very much.
Okay, now okay, the excitement's now settled, like might not subside now. Now I'm more in the
You have to come
ex
with us.
like
We'll
putting
not be
myself
able to
in the
find
shoes
you.
of someone who actually have been here now.
You're going on the boat.
And
with
it's
your
getting a
mum
little
and
bit
your
not as
sister. We'll be along shortly, I promise.
Daddy, I
I've
don't
got
want
very
to
different
go.
feelings now when I start this.
Go straight to the next boat. Do what you must to get aboard. Do you understand?
I will. Don't worry.
Mind him, John.
Right, Emily. Time to go. Be brave.
No!
Here,
No, Daddy,
Emily,
please!
go. You have to
I
go
want
with
to
your
go
mother.
you.
Go.
Please let me go with
No.
you. Dad!
You'll be all right.
Please!
Be good, child.
We'll see you soon. We'll head straight for another boat.
Women and children, final call.
Right, it's time to go.
No! No! I miss my daddy! No!
So it's a very good, very like graphically okay game. Oh, fuck, oh, there we go. Oh, I'm on the boat.
Bye.
I'm on the boat.
Bye, Emily. Bye, Marie.
Row it away.
Daddy!
There, sweetheart. They'll be
Oh.
fine.
Thank you.
Oh,
My daughter was the same growing up. Father's
sorry
favorite.
if the game's a bit
Do you
laggy.
believe there's any real danger?
Oh no, dear. I saw men locking the watertight doors as I left my cabin. I'm sure we will be back on board soon.
Hey, how do we get to the lifeboats?
We can't get up on the deck.
Oh dear.
Do the steerage have their own boats?
I don't know. There should be boats in the third class decks, but I haven't seen any.
Surely there must be extra boats kept elsewhere. Otherwise, how can all the passengers leave the ship?
How's your ankle, Helen? You took quite a tumble boarding the boat.
Swollen. I think it may be broken.
Oh dear. When we get back on board, Dr. Locken can look over it. At least this could make an interesting story for your next novel.
Yes, well, perhaps this type of adventure novel would best suit Colonel Gracie.
Oh, God.
Oh, I do hope Father is safe. Surely he'd be safer on board the Titanic than here in this boat. Yes, well, this is not
Yeah,
quite
you'd
the end
think
of the
that.
adventure that I was expecting.
would.
You remember Father's face when we arrived?
Oh, fucking hell, what the hell?
And lower away astern.
Steady forward.
The bloody hell are you guys doing up there?
Forward, say, get
Fucking hell.
Hold off! I can't manage this boat with only one seaman.
Are there any sailors aboard?
Toby, come on.
Present
You
yourself.
mature here.
This boat needs another hand. I am a yachtsman, sir. I can row. If you're seaman enough to get onto that boat, you can go. Swing over that loose rope. Ready?
Oh my goodness.
There, by the oarlock. Thank you. Ready! Lower away! Lower together.
It's so dreadfully cold tonight.
Almost there, Mother. How long must we sit in these boats?
Till morning. Be glad you're in here and not up there.
I wasn't a pleasant man.
Mass was lovely this morning.
How nice the captain attended.
Yes, this is his last journey commanding a ship.
Such a beautiful ship to retire with.
Yeah.
There was
Probably not the way you
planned
intended, though,
lifeboat
isn't it?
this morning. We postponed it so the captain could attend mass instead.
Oh, perhaps that explains why the sailors on the deck seemed
What?
almost unprepared when lowering this lifeboat.
And why our lifeboat has only 3 sailors.
Yes, this whole affair has been managed rather badly. I shall be making a complaint when we come aboard Titanic.
Yeah, well, in all honesty, my friend.
Help! Help!
Mommy, I'm scared.
Shh, it'll be fine.
Get ready to release the ropes.
Oh, we're on the water. We're on the water, folks. God, this game is lagging. Well, I'll tell you what.
Get that plug in. The boat will founder.
I have it.
You there. Stand on that plug. Make sure it doesn't come out.
Well, I never.
Man the oars. We need to leave this ship. Her suction will pull us under.
Here he goes.
Pull! Hurry, damn you!
Where are we heading? Towards the lights on the horizon, just off the port bow.
Pull! Put your backs into it!
We can help row.
No! The men will row.
I can steer the rudder. The sooner you can row.
No, you will not. Sit down.
Look, child. Look what I have here.
Jesus.
He's friendly. He won't bite. Would you like to hold him?
Like I said, I've been a fan of Titanic for a long time. What's the audio
He's
doing?
so
That's fine.
soft.
I've been a
Look after him
part of
for
it
me.
for a long time.
While we're on this boat.
Yes, Mum.
I've never seen it from this sort of perspective before. Never.
Quake wouldn't have allowed you to stay on.
Fucking hell.
I'm sure we will be back on deck shortly. Never mind
Let's turn
that
this
sailor.
off.
And what if there is real danger? There can't be. The captain said so himself. This is just a precaution.
This
Whoa.
fog on the horizon, and
It is
no
quite
moonlight.
massive, isn't it?
Yes, it's hard to
For
see
its
anything
time,
tonight.
that's fucking
I
huge.
doubt the other ship will even see us approach.
Ma'am, can you hold this, please?
Ah, much better. Thank you.
Let's hope they see us.
It looks like some boats don't have their lanterns lit.
No stars. The sky is empty.
Look at them all around. Are there any supplies in this boat?
There's nothing. No water, no bread, no compass.
Any blankets?
I don't see any.
There are a few here.
Yes, some here too.
Stowaway!
Oh, officer! Officer, look!
Sorry. So sorry. I can't swim.
Coward! Get over there and start rowing.
I can't. I broke my arm. That's why I can't swim. Please, please, sir. Please stay. I'm begging you. I don't stand a chance up there.
Sit down then. You're lucky I haven't thrown you overboard.
Oh god.
Here you are.
Thank you. Here you are, madame.
Shit.
Thank you.
Oh wow.
Thank you. It must be below freezing.
Thanks.
Best we keep that
Maybe
baby
low quality
warm.
could really be better.
Are you warm enough, Emily?
Yes, Mum.
Such a precious
Oh well.
They are always safe.
This'll do.
Do you have children yourself? Yes, my daughter is at home.
Oh, it's going. You can see it. You can see it. Oh, look, it's fucking going now, isn't it? You can see.
Be all in the water by now.
Do you have family on board?
No. Our colleagues.
Oh,
in
it's
the other
fucking going
part.
that is now, isn't
We're
it?
allowed to go
Oh,
up to the
fuck,
boats,
that's
but
going.
the men are being held in the second-class dining hall.
Oh, that's
Oh,
dreadful. Why aren't they
shoot.
allowed up to the boats?
They have to wait until all the passengers have left the
Oh
ship.
my
I did
god.
see Mr. Morget on deck, and the head chef.
I'm not paying attention to anything these guys are saying right now.
So, the ship is drifting
Jesus.
quite badly now.
Yeah, you don't suck it. Yeah, fucking say.
The lights don't seem to be getting closer.
Perhaps they're just reflections on the water.
No, they're definitely lights from another ship. We were signaling them earlier.
They look like stars to me.
Keep rowing towards the lights. Captain's orders.
You
Oh.
should assist us rowing. Allow
Oh,
women and
there's
women
the
to
music.
steer the boat. It's a perfectly calm night.
You row, sir. I will remain in command of this boat.
The women should be allowed to row.
No!
Rowing will keep us warm, and
Oh.
we'll reach that ship in half the time.
I agree.
Oh
The
my
movement will
god.
once.
I am in charge of this boat. The women are not to row.
Oh my. Look at the angle of our ship.
But it's
Oh
unsinkable.
shit.
Surely?
She'll sink.
But the watertight doors should keep her afloat.
We only glanced the iceberg. Surely she isn't that damaged?
She'll founder. It's just a matter of time.
What about those not in lifeboats?
Oh, yeah. Oh god. The first sponsor's gone. Oh. Oh. not at this point, mate.
We must go back.
No, we go back and stop the boat.
People are dying. Can you not hear them?
Our lives now, not theirs.
We cannot leave that. Please go back.
Nothing there but a lot of sticks.
People are still
We
alive.
aren't going back. That's final.
I hope you will be able to live with yourself after this.
What about Daddy?
Titanic had 2,280 people on board. Fuck me, 1,486 perished. Jesus Christ. About half that, wouldn't it? Lifeboat 6 was designed to hold 65 people, and we only 29 on board when she left. Was that ours? Jesus. Fuck me, man. Oh, bring that up. Oh. Oh wow. I don't really have any words for that. Jesus Christ. Like, and I've said it already, but whenever I've looked at something to do with the Titanic, I've always, it's one thing that I've always never been able to just grasp is just what it would have been like to be there, and just the fear of it all, and just seeing a ship as big as that fucker go down the way it did, and with that, and just all the sound effects and the music, and the crying on the boat and everything else, and just everything. Just, whoa. This sort of stuff, like VR, is probably the closest. VR and simulations is probably the closest we're gonna get to actually experiencing that sort of stuff. Shit. Oh. Yeah, no, I don't know if you could tell, but about the way I was excited going as far. I was pumped to get to experience this, and the second our family walked over, like that, I just changed from being excited to oh shit, this must be what I would actually like. Fuck. Right. Well, I might made this two-parter. I'm gonna do there's also part of this experience part here, there's also a rec section. This section is experience rec tour. Let's go short tour for now, and then we'll have a look at a long one, possibly. If it's there. Oh, hello. Oh, hello.
Welcome to the Titanic VR guided tour. We are currently 3.8 kilometers below the surface of the North Atlantic and 100 meters east of the
there's
bow. This submersible is on autopilot. However, you can adjust your spotlight using the far left lever. Please keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times.
Duh.
I'll provide you with information about locations as we pass them, so please sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
The RMS Titanic was the second White Star Line Olympic-class ocean liner, the first being RMS Olympic and the third being HMHS Britannic. She was 269 metres long, 28 metres wide, and 72 metres tall from the bottom of her keel to the top of her masts. At 46,328 tonnes, she was the largest ship built at the time, being only slightly bigger than Olympic. She would be servicing the transatlantic route, a journey from Southampton, England to New York, USA. She stops at Cherbourg, France and Queenstown, Ireland. After departing Queenstown on the afternoon of Thursday, the 11th of April, RMS Titanic began her 5,360 kilometre journey to New York City. She was due to arrive in the early hours of Wednesday, the 17th of April, but with calm ocean conditions and good weather, it was possible she could arrive early on Tuesday evening instead.
Oh, you can? Oh, okay, you can actually use the fuck. Oh, okay, that's down. Oh, wow.
The night of the 14th of April was moonless, and a light fog was developing on the horizon. Titanic's captain, Edward Smith, had received a number of ice warnings during the day and had changed their course so they were further south to avoid the affected areas. The captain retired to bed, and First Officer William Murdoch took charge of the bridge as officer of the watch. Titanic steamed ahead until 11:40 p.m. when the lookouts Frederick Fleet and Reginald Lee spotted an iceberg directly ahead. Fleet rang the warning bell 3 times to indicate an obstacle ahead and phoned the bridge. Murdoch gave the order, hard a starboard, and the ship turned to port, but it was too late. Titanic struck the iceberg on her starboard side. The impact buckled hull plates and sheared rivets, revealing her first of 6 compartments to the ocean. As the iceberg slid down the side of the ship, Murdoch ordered a hard port, swinging a Titanic stern out of the path of the iceberg. He also closed the watertight doors, isolating the flooding to those damaged compartments. The forward 3 hatches, along with the peak tank and boiler rooms 5 and 6, were breached. After the collision, RMS Titanic stopped and almost immediately took a starboard list. The captain organised a group to inspect the damage and ordered the carpenter, John Maxwell, to sound the ship. Chief designer Thomas Andrews knew the volume of each breached compartment and calculated that the initial flooding rate was around 15,000 tonnes within the first 40 minutes. With this information, he estimated Titanic would sink within 90 minutes. He then informed the captain, who then ordered the officers to begin preparing the lifeboats. All free seamen were sent up to the boat deck to begin pulling the covers off the lifeboats and to collect lanterns, blankets, food and water for the passengers. Passengers were woken by their stewards and told to put on their life belts and head up to the boat deck.
Oh. What are these ones for?
Titanic carried just 20 lifeboats,
I think these are the controls
regulations outlined by the British Board of Trade. There were 14 regular wooden lifeboats, 2 smaller cutters and 4 Engelhart collapsible boats. The total capacity of these lifeboats was only 1,178 people,
the other one
far
you
less
got.
than the total on board. This fast movement weighed heavily on the captain's mind, as he specified the boats to be filled with women and children first. Just over an hour after the collision, the first lifeboat left the sinking ship. To convince women to leave, officers tried assuring them it was only a precaution, that they would be back on board by daylight. First Officer Murdoch filled the starboard side, while Second Officer Charles Lightoller filled port. The officers interpreted the captain's women and children first order differently, with Murdoch putting men into the boats after all the women and children near the boat had entered. Lightoller, on the other hand, only allowed women and children to enter the boats and refused all men and boys over 14 years old. By 1:45 AM, Titanic was down by about 5 degrees to the head, with the forecastle almost underwater. Panic began to rise through the passengers still on deck as they watched boat after boat launch. A few male passengers were physically removed from stern portside lifeboats 14 and 16, and 5th Officer Harold Lowe warned other men not to approach by firing his pistol into the water below. The situation at the starboard bow was similar, with a group of men storming collapsible sea. Murdoch fired his pistol twice to warn them to move back from the lifeboat, and they were dragged out by other male passengers. A large group of third-class women and children took their place, along with a few seamen and the owner of White Star Line, Joseph Bruce Ismay. In the radio room, Titanic's Marconi operators were desperately communicating with nearby stations and ships. Throughout the night, senior operator Jack Phillips worked the 5-kilowatt Marconi wireless radio set to send out distress signals using both the old CQD and new SOS call codes. He alerted nearby ships to their position and status, and received updates of ship locations and estimated arrival times. Junior operator Harold Bride took these updates to Captain Smith and passed the captain's responses back to Phillips for transmission. RMS Carpathia radio operator Harold Cotton was off duty and about to go to bed when he decided to listen in to the nightly news from Cape Cod. Operators there mentioned they had ice warnings for Titanic, and Cotton decided to pass on the message. He was surprised when Phillips responded to his call with a CQD of Titanic's location. Cotton immediately took the message to Carpathia's captain, Arthur Rostrom, who ordered all hands on deck and told Cotton to let Titanic know they were on their way.
Whoa. We're away now.
As the water reached the boat deck, the operators left their station, with Bright heading towards the port bow and Phillips to the starboard stern. Murdoch and 6th Officer James Moody were standing on the starboard side, loading collapsible A into the davits. Lightoller was on the officers' quarters rooftop, removing collapsible B, when the bridge suddenly ducked under the surface. Waves washed over the decks, carrying people and the collapsible lifeboats into the ocean. The forward funnel collapsed at its base, with the resulting wave crushing the starboard bridge wing and those swimming in the water nearby. The stern rose out of the water, peaking at an angle of around 15 degrees. This placed stress on Titanic's keel, which buckled and twisted, tearing the ship in half and sending the waterlogged bow plummeting to the ocean floor. The tear wasn't clean, with decks failing to hold on at varying positions. The stern, now rapidly filling with water, bobbed on the surface for a few minutes before slipping under. RMS Titanic was carrying an estimated 2,208 passengers and crew, with only 712 surviving the disaster. Those who survived spent the night floating in darkness until RMS Carpathia arrived around 4 AM. Captain Rostron had pushed the Cunard liner to break her speed record, but it wasn't enough. Titanic had sunk before Carpathia arrived, and they found 20 lifeboats at Titanic's location. Unfortunately, the exact number of victims is unknown, as there were many last-minute ticket purchases and cancellations, and that documentation was lost along with the ship. Of the 1,317 known passengers, over half were travelling third class or steerage as it was known. These passengers couldn't access the boat deck without entering second class or crew areas, meaning many were unaware how to get to the lifeboats and escape the sinking ship. First and second class passengers had no issues making their way to the boat deck, as staircases provided both classes direct access. Many expeditions to find and raise the wreck were proposed over the years, with the exact location of her wreck being unknown. Titanic's coordinates sent out in distress on the night of the accident had been incorrect. On the 1st of September 1985, a Canadian-French team were searching the area when Dr. Robert Ballard came across some small debris. He followed the trail which led him to a boiler and eventually the wreck. His discovery confirmed suspicions that Titanic had in fact split, and there was no hope of raising the wreck as a whole. Scientists and historians have long argued for and against the recovery of artefacts from the site, with many agreeing the site should be treated as a mass grave.
Yeah.
Although it's predicted Titanic's wreck will disintegrate within the next 20 years, her story will intrigue generations to come.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Jesus. Right, I'm gonna leave that there, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that in a minute, but I'll leave that there for now. I'll set myself, I'll take this all down, and then I'll come back once these are all off, so, yeah. 1 second. Wow. Yeah, no, definitely I'm gonna do it'll be a little one, but definitely I'm gonna continue on looking at that game a bit more, but wow. That was amazing. And yeah, a couple of things there about what they were saying at the end in that little talk thing, in that little tour that they were on. So yeah, whereas I can't remember exactly, but yeah, Captain Smith was warned about the presence of icebergs and was told to slow down, to keep it slow and to like change course. But they said obviously it was his last voyage. He wanted to go out with a bit of a hoorah and break the speed record. I've not been sure about it in the past, but I think definitely it should be respected as like a grave, because people, that area is something that what people did die during that thing. So it should be respected as a grave site and observed from afar. If that's sorry, it is definitely. I can't. So I just. Not only have I just tried to imagine, well, obviously you can't fully imagine, like pretty good grasp of it, but not only have I tried to imagine what it would have been like to be on that ship as it happened, I've also like tried to imagine what it would have been like to then go to the wreck and then just be like, just try and take it all in, and so and just that is quite an awesome game. I'm not gonna lie, it's quite cool. Good to like see that in like that from that perspective. But yeah, well, that was cool. That was really fun to do. I liked that quite a bit, and I'm definitely gonna play the main game and do like all the other stuff later on as well. But that'll be for later on, not now. So on that note, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a like, leave a comment, and consider subscribing to the channel so you back it. If you'd like, in the description, as a link to my link tree. In that link tree, you can find links to several other places on the internet where I do several other things. Go have a look at that. Go see what takes your fancy. And thank you again for watching, and I shall see you all in the next video. Adios.